Alright, I have arrived. Sordid Dormy's Aid, huh? When time needs mending, close a rift by defeating a fractured casualty. So we will be doing a time rift. Contained per causal, a collection of valuables prepared. Okay, yes, I know that. Alright, so in about 2 minutes there's going to be a rift, and as you guys can see, people are getting prepared for that. So I'll catch you guys there. Alrighty, everybody, so we are about to get into our very first time rift. We got about 40 seconds until the event begins. Every single time rift will begin on the hour. So, as you guys know, it'll be 10 o'clock for me at this moment. For those of you tuning in live, it is currently 9:59. At every hour is when a time rift will begin. You'll see a little bit of a tornado, just like all events in Dragonflight, on the map just here where Sordid Dormy is located. As you guys saw, that we turned into quests. This one's going to be Scourge Invaders twice. So we're no matter what getting a Scourge Invader rift. Sometimes you'll see two different variations of what the rift can be, but we ended up getting Scourge Invaders twice. When it's two different ones, the rift can be either or of those two. But now that we are going to be starting in, let's go ahead and report. So Dormy, begin the rift, and we are good to go. Give you guys a little bit of a heads up on what to expect in just a second. So first of all, we've got to defeat as many undead scourges as possible. So let's get on in. So now you can see the main thing for part 1. On the right hand side, you'll see time rift. It's got ambling attackers for about 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So part 1 usually lasts roughly about 10 minutes. You're going to be given tasks every so often. As you can see, the first task we got is defeat as many undead scourge as possible. I'm going to keep you guys here for the whole duration of the event, just so you guys can understand and what to expect and what to see. First one again, undead scourge, you got to kill them. Part 1 is the only part you would want to be in a raid group for, because if you're doing the quest, the weekly quests and all that stuff, you will not get credit for being in a raid. But for part 1, you can take advantage of everybody that you're in a group with to get things situated, sorted out, completed. And when you're in a raid group, you will be getting more temporal essences and taking advantage of the kills that everybody else is being able to do. So, as you guys can see, like I said, on the right hand side, you'll see time rift, and it'll give you objectives throughout. Sometimes to kill a little bit of a mini boss, and then sometimes to just kill random mobs that are in the area. The next thing that you want to look up is on the top part of your screen, Temporal Essence. That is what you're going to be getting from killing mobs. You'll get more from killing specific mobs. If it's a little mini in-game boss for the event, you'll get more Temporal Essence. If it's a regular mob, you'll get less Temporal Essence. If it's an elite, if it's a rare, you'll get more Temporal Essence. Just by doing and completing quests, you'll be getting, or completing objectives, you'll be getting Temporal Essence. Just basically join a raid and you should get this pretty much completed and done. Cool. Where's my boy at? There he is. Got a little bit of a boss here. Get this guy dead. Little Servant of Cruel completed. See if they drop loot. They're not listed as a rare and they do not drop loot, but that is pretty much completed. So we'll be able to move on to the next objective, which is kill as many Fell Touched and their guards as possible. So going back to the area that I was just at, it's probably the easiest to be able to do it over here. But going back to what I was talking about with the Temporal Essence, your goal is to get a green, blue, and purple box. These boxes are what's going to be giving you items, currency, rep, and all that type of stuff for this event. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown on what to expect from those once we have completed the event. Because at the end, that's when I'll go ahead and unbox and unload everything that you can get from those boxes. But every 2,500 temporal essences, you'll get a box. So at 2,500, you'll get a green box. At 5k, you'll get a blue box. And then at 75 max, which is usually towards the end of the 10 minutes, you'll get your purple box, or your epic box. Upon killing mobs here as well, you will get Sordid Dormy rep. But it's like 1 rep per kill, so it's not really amazing. So just giving you all a heads up on that. It's not really something you want to be like, oh my gosh, you're going to get a ton of rep by doing it. You'll get more rep by completing the actual time rift itself, nothing else. Queen slain. No, there she is. I did not see her over there. This is not listed as a rare, but it is a mob. You never know, could be utilized as a an achievement. But yeah, that's pretty much it for phase 1. This is the one where I suggest you join a raid group 4, and then once you join the rift and you're about to kill, as you guys can see, we just hit 25. We got the green box. Once you're about to do part 2, which is the actual boss inside the rift, that's when I suggest you leave to make sure you get your weekly quests and all that type of stuff completed. But yeah, we are here. Next phase is basically going back to killing the local mobs that are in this area. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll see on the right hand side just objectives for the first 10 minutes of phase 1. Just keep doing and following those objectives. You'll eventually get as many temporal essences as you can for phase 1. And again, like I said, it's best to go ahead and join a raid group for phase 1 because you'll be able to take advantage of being in a group to get all the tasks completed. But you won't need a group to kill the boss, so you can go ahead and do that in any way, shape, or form you want. But I do strongly suggest... Who the hell ready checks, bro? I do strongly suggest that you just do it yourself, so you can make sure you get your weekly quests and everything completed, because if you're in a raid group, you can't complete quests in a raid group. And then of course the temporal essence, you're going to go from the green at 25, the blue at 5k, which we're getting very close to, and then of course at 75 you will be getting the epic, which I have done a rift yesterday. I'm just redoing my guide. So this isn't technically my first one. It's just I have a clearer eye now on what to expect in these events, and I was able to get the end reward, which was the purple box. So I have an idea on what to expect now. And yes, these are farmable. So whenever these are up, you're able to do them because Sword Dummy Rep isn't the easiest to farm. It does take quite some time. But yeah, we've got about 3 minutes left. I'm just going to keep you guys here along for the ride. I'm just going to continue farming mobs, killing mobs. There is another elite boss that is up. I'm going to see if I can get over there to get involved. And then, yeah, these aren't listed as rares. I have yet to see any rares in this event, so I don't think there's going to be any rares. They've been doing that a lot with pretty much every in-game event in Dragonflight, but just so happens this one does not have it. We've just hit 5k, so we now have the blue box. We've got green and blue. Now we just got to get to 7,500 to be able to get that purple box, which is again the end goal for phase 1. And then, of course, the rift, well, that will appear just below me right there, which is what we're waiting for after the first phase is completed. Again, there's 7 different rifts available, 7 different time slots available for these rifts. But we are going to be forced into Scourge again, like I said. Ooh, I might be able to see it by there. Yeah. Oh, no. They've changed it. It's now... You guys saw earlier. It said Scourge. We now got Scourge and Demon. So I was trying to figure out why we were getting Demons. So we can either get one of the 2 for the final Rift boss. You can either get a Scourge boss or a Demon boss. We'll see when that time comes. Invading Infernal Slain, huh? Is it this one? Yay! I was already here. Woo! About 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining, and we are very close to getting the temporal essences completed. But again, you get about 1 rep with Sword Army, and it's just, this is not the way to farm rep for it. It's just like, cool, I'm getting rep. I'm getting something, but this is not the rep. This is not the way to farm Sword Army rep. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up right now. Rifts, yes, do the rift. We're about to hit 75, I think, by completing this one. Yep, there is our final chest, and we now have another minute left, so I'm going to go ahead and just chill until the rift spawns. Alright, so while we are waiting for the remaining minute until the rift spawns, I'm going to go ahead and open up my 3 crates so you guys can kind of get an idea on what to expect. Opening up the box of Tempered Reality green version, you're going to get 10 rep with Sword Army, as well as 50 Paracostal Flakes, which is the currency for this event, which I'll give you guys a little bit of heads up in a bit on what to do with those. The blue box, you'll be getting 25 rep and 75 flakes, and then the purple box, you'll be getting 30 rep and 100 flakes. I've also received a cosmetic item. You can receive cosmetics and all that type of stuff. I'll be getting into that in just a bit because you're going to be spending flakes on these. You're going to be getting these in various ways, and I'll go ahead and show you the vendors. So I will discuss the actual collectibles and items in a bit. Should stay here. into the rift. Yay! And give me my rift goodies. Alright, so I have left the raid group. Ooh, this is the Scourge one then. We did not get a demon one. We've got the Scourge one. So, get a fractured causality. I'm just gonna call it casualty. Let's just call it a fucking casualty. But it's causality, I think. I don't know. I think it spawns the Lich King, right? Can you spawn it, please? Please? It's not a lag. It hasn't been laggy this time. The Lich King! Let's go! This is actually such a really cool event. I'm so happy with this. They utilized the Bronze Dragonflight in a super... Oh, we got Defile too! I'm sitting in it because I'm cool. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit! It does damage. Holy fuck. Ah, shit. Gotta reload the thing. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that much damage, and now I have to wait 20 seconds. He's gonna be fucking dead by the time. Oh, what a... Bro. I was expecting this to be like regular boss status, but it's not. Oh! I fucking got the companion. I didn't have to do shit. Does he drop loot though? Does he drop loot? I don't think he does. We'll see. Does he drop loot? No, he does not. I got the companion. Let's go! Alright, and upon completion of the first time rift, when time needs mending, I'm going to be getting a contained paracausality. Again, I'm going to call it a paracasualty. A collection of valuables prepared for you by the Bronze Dragonflight. So before I show you guys everything else, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what you get from the quest, which is again the contained paracasualty. Again, this is like the weekly quest that you're going to be getting a item that will give you basically gold. The currency for this event, it'll give you an item, either blue or purple, that automatically forces a reward from the event's end boss. The blue one is random, a random reward, and then the purple one will give you either the pet or the mount. And I'll give you guys a heads up on what the rewards are in just a bit. And then you can also get like gear upgrade stuff and whatnot. You can't really get anything collectible from this, but as you guys can see, I got flakes, I got Drake Shadow Flame, and I've got guarantees. I got the blue version. Again, there's a blue and a purple version. It guarantees loot from the next time rift. So, blue, guaranteed loot. Purple, guaranteed mount or pet, which are the harder things to get from these events. And last but not least, for these time rifts, I've shown you phase 1, I've shown you phase 2, I've shown you the weekly quests, I've shown you the boxes that you get from phase 1. I've shown you also the new currency, which are the flakes. I have about 2,000 of them. And this is also an event to where you are going to be farming Sword Dormy rep as well. As you can see here, I'm still 1 out of 5. But we are here to check out all the rewards that you can get. Now, before we get into it, as you can see, I've got Ruby. This is the companion from the Scourge time rift. There's a total of 7 vendors, which means there's a total of 7 rifts, and I'll show you each of those vendors in just a second. But as you can see here, Ruby comes from the Asmorn vendor, which is all of the Scourge loot that you can get. So Ruby, I no longer need to collect this item. The reason why I'm showing you this is because all of these items from these vendors you can actually get from the event itself, from a drop from the end boss. And why would you purchase it beforehand instead of just stacking up your currency, trying to get as many of the items as you can before having to spend your currency on the things that you don't have? So I strongly suggest saving. And as you guys saw earlier, I got an Inferno Rod from one of the 3 boxes. This is also from a different one. As you can see here, it's a cosmetic. It says I haven't collected it. That's because I haven't utilized it yet. But this is from the Azarath vendor. As you can see here, it is a collectible from this one, which is the Legion, or the other one, the Demon one that we had. So again, we had a Scourge and a Demon one. Those are the 2 that were cooking, and those are the 2 that we were able to get loot from that specific rift, if you know what I mean. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys all of the vendors. first of all, in ruby. That is actually really cool. And then that, really cool as well. Alright, there's 7 total rifts, 7 total vendors, like I've shown you. Let's go ahead and start off with the Uldaroth. As you guys can see here, I'm going to start off with the cosmetics. Titanic Hourglass held in... Oh, wow. Cosmetics in Dragonflight have been extremely poor, but that is cool. You got a pole arm, as you can see here. Okay, there we go. We're getting shit. You got a sword here. You got a fist weapon. Actually, that's not bad. And then, of course, you got a one-handed axe. You can also unlock the ensemble of decorous garments. You can also get a tabard here. And then, of course, the main thing that you want to get is the companion as well as the mount. Starting off with the Briarhorn Hatchling, which is a companion. Briarhorn Hatchling. Ooh, very, very cool. A little bit of a Briarhorn. And then, of course, when it comes to the mount, that is the Gold-Toed Albatross, which will go here. Albatross, Gold-Toed. As you can see, a little bit of a flying mount there. So, pretty cool. Not too bad. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Asmerloth vendor. There's only 2 items here. You got Gildan, which is, I believe, is that the mount? That's the companion. Okay. So, there is a companion from this one. Again, this is Gildan. There it is. Ooh, it's Gul'dan as a Murloc. That is very, very cool. And of course, you can get a trinket, 402 item level veteran loot. There's a lot of catch-up gear here, so just giving you a heads up on that. Next up is the Asmorn vendor. As you guys know, I've already collected in Ruby, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. That is the companion. And then, of course, you can get a mount, which is the Reigns of the Scourgebound Vanquisher. I can show you that. Scourgebound Vanquisher. Ooh, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Ice Crown Citadel, but an absolute banger of a colorway. You'll also be able to get a 402 veteran trinket, a tabard, as you can see here. You can get a cosmetic axe, cosmetic mace, a crossbow. You can get a bow. You can also get a staff. Pretty decent. Another 2-handed staff. And then, of course, a sword. And then, of course, you can also get some Ebon Blade Commendation badges. Next up is the Azeroth Azeroth vendor. Starting off at the bottom, you get the Rust Bolt Resistance Insignia, which is Reputation. With the Rust Bolt, you can get a shield, which is called the Steel Lined Locking System. You can also get a sword, 2-handed sword. Very, very cool. Some of these cosmetics are really nice. You can get a gun. You can get a ranged wand. You can also pick up a one-handed sword. You get a mace. You can also get a one-handed dagger. That is interesting. You get the Killbot 9K, which is a, I believe, the companion. There it is. Killbot 9K. Very, very cool. Mechanical pet. And then, of course, you can get the Perfected Juggernaut, which should be... Yep, it is the mount. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Got 3 more vendors. Those were the first 4. Now we got these 3. Let's check out the Warlands. You can get Orgrimmar Insignia. Grants rep with Orgrimmar. You can get the Warmonger's Cloth Armor Bag, which contains the Warmonger's shoulders and cloak pieces. Get the same thing with the Cloth Gear Bag, which has the hands and wrists, as well as the Cloth Equipment Bag, which has the waist as well as feet. You can also purchase the helm separately. You can purchase the legs separately, as well as the chest separately, but that is a Warmonger's cosmetic set. Again, it'll be different depending on which class you're playing, but that is the cloth set. You can also get a cosmetic axe. Next up is the Obsidian Warwhelp, which is the companion for this one. That's actually, oh, that is the fucking coolest thing that is the coolest thing. That is really cool. And of course, the Horn of the White War Wolf. White War Wolf. There we go. Perfect. Normal wolf. Normal horde wolf. Next up, you got, let's do Azquaroth. You can get the Rajani Insignia, which is Reputation with the Rajani. You can get a shield. You can get a staff. You can get a sword. Oh, squiggly squiggly. You can get a mace. You can get a fist weapon. You can also pick up a dagger. More squiggly squigglies. And as well as some shoulders. These are the Ragnaros shoulders. These are the ones that I saw. Pauldrons of the Fire Lord. Very, very cool. Probably the best cosmetic thing that you'll be able to get here. Next up is Jeepers, which is a companion, as you can see here. And then, of course, you'll be able to get the Sulfur Hound leash. I'm very positive this is the green version. Oh my gosh, bro. We just have really cool stuff to get. There's a lot to collect from this. And what's great is time rifts are spammable. Last but not least is Azeroth Vendor. You can get the, starting off with the Legion Fall insignia, rep with the Legion Fall. Get the Heart Slicer sword. Wow. The Inferno Rod, which I now know. You can get the Pole Arm. You can get a mace. Wow. Another mace. A axe. And, of course, Warglaives. You can also pick up another 402 trinket. You can get the Doom Rubble Companion Pet. If I can spell, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Doom Rubble Companion Pet. Ooh, very, very cute Infernal. That's very, very nice. And, of course, the Fellstorm Dragon. Not 100% sure what this is. Fellstorm, Fellstorm, Fellstorm. There we go. Ooh. Very, very cool. Interesting. Definitely cool. Got a little bit of a flavor to it, if you will. But those are the 7 Rift vendors. Now, you're probably like, bro, there's other vendors here. Well, one is just blacksmithing and engineering supplies. It's mainly here for repair purposes. And then the other one is actually weapons and armor, and this is the catch-up gear. I will not be purchasing any of this for gear purposes. I will be purchasing these, though, for cosmetic purposes. And this is the cloth version if you guys are interested in checking it out. It is very similar to all the other sets that have been released in this basically expansion. It's just a different colorway or color version to it. And how to purchase this is you'll be getting dilated time capsules. I've already got one. You do get these from killing the end boss from this event, so that is another thing that you can guarantee yourself as a drop. But other than that, that's basically time rifts. That's time rifts in a nutshell. I hope this video kind of helped you guide yourself through the next time you guys want to do a time rift. But let me know what your favorite thing is to collect from this event, and hopefully you guys get everything as quickly as you can. And also, this is a major key way of getting Soradormi reputation.